And now, the general weather around Alaska.
All right, first up, we've got some winter weather advisories out here for tonight, here till 9 p.m. this evening for the greater Fairbanks area, Tanana Valley in toward Tanana itself, and then a little to the north here. Also out for the Anatuvik Pass area there in the Brooks Range for a couple more inches of snow in these areas. And then a winter weather advisory there for the eastern Arctic coast for this evening for winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour, creating areas of blowing snow to reduce visibilities. And from there, looking at the satellite imagery, you can see all the clouds here responsible for those advisories out here over the interior, moving from west to east here, all the way up toward the Brooks Range there. And then clouds moving out of the area, but still some areas of light snow occurring here over northern Cook Inlet, Manauskas-Susitna Valley, on over the Copper River Basin and North Gulf Coast, seeing rain and snow showers today over toward Yakutat and in toward the northern Panhandle, but it looked like there was some clearing down over the southern southeast coast. Out to the west, a lot of clouds here over the Aleutians, especially out over the western Bering Sea there. And rolling this through again, you can see this one coming from south to north here, and this kind of shifting off up to the west-northwest with a frontal boundary there. Looks like just southwest of the far western Aleutians. And on the today's map, see low pressure here over the central interior, producing that widespread area of light snow here from the upper Yukon Valley, Eagle area, right on down across central interior into the Kuskokwim Valley there. Drying out though here in Bristol Bay down to Kodiak Island, southern Cook Inlet areas, and northern Bering Sea, pretty dry conditions as well up to the northwest coast here and the Bering Sea with temperatures a little below zero there along much of the Arctic coast today, and some flurries in toward the north slope on the east side there, but really looking at some light snow here over the Copper River Basin, again up across eastern Alaska Range, North Waytok, Nabesna, those areas toward Eagle. And then a rain and snow mixed condition here for the North Gulf Coast area. And that's slipping into the northern Panhandle, some light snow, Juneau up toward Haines today, and more drier conditions down to the south. System out here to the west, bringing increasing winds and rain spreading eastward there over toward the eastern Aleutians this afternoon, and with rain extending all the way back to Chimney-Attu. For tonight, that system will continue to slowly push eastward here, not too rapidly, keeping the gusty winds over the Fox Islands there with periods of rain and fog, and in toward the western Alaska Peninsula, possibly as far east as Cold Bay tonight, staying south of the Pribilost, but you see an increase in the winds there, and windy conditions mostly north of the chain now at the front just north there of the western central Aleutians, but still look for periods of rain, but winds not too bad from Chimney-Attu to Adak. Clear and colder here with clearing skies, lowering temperatures will fall back down towards zero here for the southwest interior, and clearing and colder also for Bristol Bay in toward Kodiak Island. Light snow persisting due to an upper level trough here over the east side and the central interior areas, with light snow for the western Alaska Range on up into the Tanana Valley, McKinley Park area, covering much of the upper Tanana Valley 40-mile country, and even to the north there, up toward near Fort Yukon, mostly to the east there. And high pressure over the north slope, drying conditions there and clouds and pretty chilly temperatures up in this area. And the southeast coast, this trough here off the coast keeps rain showers from about Port Alexander on down toward Prince of Wales Island, dry over the southern areas, and then a mix of precipitation into the central Panhandle with some light snow to the north over to about Yakutat. And for tomorrow, that pattern continues of that weak low sliding eastward a little bit there. Most of snow here over the northern southeast coast. Could see a couple inches there. Still mixed from roughly Petersburg out toward Petersburg, Wrangell area up toward Sitka. And snow, whatever, if any moisture falls, will be in the form of snow, but light snow for Yakutat. And we'll see rain over the southern southeast coast. Rain showers, light rain showers there for Prince of Wales Island. And still cloudy skies with areas of light snow here over the southeast interior. Clear and cold, north slope, even the Arctic coast, all the way down the western half of the state here into Bristol Bay. But light winds and mostly sunny skies in store for Kodiak Island tomorrow. And this system finally pushing a little farther to the east, bringing gusty winds and rain into the Alaska Peninsula. Showers scattering out and ending for the central and western Aleutians, again with the bulk of the action now up into the southern Bering Sea with rain and wind In fact, gale force winds for the Pribilof Islands. And then for Wednesday, weaker system out here now. That front really weakens with one low kind of tracking northward here. The stronger one staying down to the south. So just some scattered light showers or rain here for the central Aleutians and maybe the Fox Islands due to the trailing edge of this cold front here. As the low center kind of develops a frontal system here. Rain, Port Alexander, maybe Sitka down across Prince of Wales Island. Mixed precipitation, central panhandle, snow to the north back toward Yakutat. But dry now, looks like snow-free for the Copper River Basin and clearing skies and cold temperatures here over all of interior Alaska into the northern Bering Sea. And for the lows tonight, anywhere from 10 to 25, 30 below, coldest in the Brooks Range there, and milder out along the Arctic coast, but still in that 5 to 15 below range, and lows in the interior anywhere from 5 below to 10 above north of the Alaska Range. But again, with the clearing skies here, temperatures dropping to near zero for the Kuskokwim Valley areas, into the teens for Bristol Bay, upper 20s Kodiak Island, 15 to 20 south central Alaska, near 5 for Gulkana, and lows 25 to 30 northern Panhandle, and milder out toward the south coast. And for the Aleutians, milder yet, lows in the lower 40s for the eastern Aleutians and the Adak-Atka area. Highs for tomorrow, not much change, lower to mid 40s here for the Aleutians into the western Alaska Peninsula. And highs right around zero, give or take on either side. Call it 0 to 5 here for the Tanana Valley. Milder in toward the Alaska Range, but staying well below zero from the north there all the way out to the Arctic coast. Highs in the lower 30s, Kodiak Island. Upper 20s, lower 30s, so the highs in the northern Panhandle with lower 40s along the central and south coast. And then for Wednesday morning, much colder temperatures here, anywhere from 25 to 35 below for the central and eastern interior to the Brooks Range, and the Arctic coast looking at lows anywhere from 10 to 20 below, with below zero readings back into the Nome area here, and single numbers for Bristol Bay, lower 30s for the Pribilofs, mid to upper 30s or upper 30s, lower 40s for the Alaska Peninsula and the Aleutians. And about the same for the Panhandle, upper 20s, lower 30s north, mid to upper 30s south. And then the highs, upper 30s for the southern southeast coast, lower 30s to the north, staying well below zero north of the Alaska Range here, all the way up to the Arctic coast. Highs in the teens for the Manauskas-Susitna Valley into northern Cook Inlet, actually all the way down to Kenai Soldotna, mid 20s for Homer, and mid 30s there for Kodiak Island.